In the global entertainment industry, few names command attention like BTS's Jungkook. Since embarking on a solo career alongside BTS's group activities, Jungkook has consistently trended across music platforms and social media. Recently, discussions about a potential solo tour have reignited across American media and international fan communities. The question remains, is Jungkook's solo tour really happening, or is it just another round of online speculation? The trend on social media over the past several weeks, hashtags like hashtag Jungkook Solo Tour, hashtag JakeInAmerica, and hashtag Golden Tour have seen a significant spike in use. Social media platforms, particularly X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, have become the epicenter of this renewed buzz. Fans are sharing edits of hypothetical tour visuals, fan-made posters, venue predictions, and even ticketing expectations. TikTok videos speculating about tour dates have garnered millions of views, while speculative tweets are receiving hundreds of thousands of likes and reposts. This surge in engagement has raised eyebrows within the industry. Analytics tools show that between June and July 2025, mentions of Jungkook's solo concert increased by over 230% compared to earlier months. The United States leads this spike, followed closely by Brazil, Indonesia, and Japan. Notably, these regions were also some of the strongest markets during Jungkook's solo promotional cycle for his debut album, Golden. Despite the excitement online, everyone is waiting for definite confirmation from Jungkook, Big Hit Music, or HYB regarding a solo tour. This makes the situation particularly interesting. Historically, K-pop tours, especially those involving global names like BTS, are announced in highly coordinated campaigns involving teaser posts, media outreach, and corporate partnerships. The absence of such activity has left fans and analysts wondering, is this speculation premature, or is something brewing behind the scenes? Interestingly, this is not the first time a tour buzz has preceded an official announcement. For example, in 2022, BTS's Yet to Come in Busan event trended for weeks before Big Hit confirmed it. The speculation then was driven by a combination of fan clues, industry patterns, and indirect hints from the members. Could the same be happening now? Part of what's fueling the current discussion is the lasting impact of Jungkook's Golden album. Released in late 2023, Golden was a commercial and critical success. The album debuted in the top 5 of the Billboard 200 and topped iTunes charts in more than 100 countries. Singles like 7 and Standing Next to You became global hits, with the former becoming one of the most streamed songs of the year. Jungkook's promotional appearances on shows like The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Good Morning America, and BBC's The One Show helped solidify his solo image in the Western entertainment market. Industry insiders noted that Jungkook's ability to perform live in English, coupled with his global fanbase, positioned him as one of the few Korean soloists capable of headlining large-scale concerts in the United States. This context matters when assessing the feasibility of a tour. Artists rarely go on solo tours without a solid foundation, both musically and commercially. Jungkook, in this regard, appears to be more than ready. Fan theories and the power of ARMY's unique aspect of K-pop fandoms, especially BTS's ARMY, is the deep level of analysis fans apply to every move from the artist or the label. Social media threads have gone viral dissecting Jungkook's recent live streams, wardrobe choices, and even emoji usage, interpreting them as tour hints. One particularly viral post claimed that Jungkook's shirt design during a live stream resembled a tour logo. While this may sound far-fetched to some, fans of BTS are known for their ability to accurately predict announcements before they happen. This crowdsourced speculation has become a hallmark of modern fan culture. Whether it leads to real announcements or not, the buzz alone can influence business decisions. Companies monitor fan reactions closely. What starts as speculation can sometimes evolve into reality if market demand is clear. Industry perspective: is a solo tour strategically sound? From an industry standpoint, the timing for a Jungkook solo tour could make strategic sense. With BTS members currently enlisted in the South Korean military, Jungkook is among the few who have maintained public presence through solo projects prior to enlistment. This sustained visibility helps maintain momentum. Additionally, the American concert industry has seen a resurgence in demand for international artists post-COVID. Ticket sales for K-pop acts, Latin artists, and global pop stars have increased significantly. Venues in cities like Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago have become hotspots for international tours. A solo tour by Jungkook could tap into this demand, especially if packaged as a limited run or special farewell tour prior to a period of hiatus. Still, organizing a tour is a complex process. It involves months of planning, contracts with promoters, booking venues, logistics, and perhaps most importantly, coordination with the artist's military schedule. If Jungkook is currently fulfilling his service or nearing its end, the timeline for a 2025 or 2026 tour would need to be planned accordingly. As buzz around a potential solo tour for Jungkook continues to grow, it's important to place this moment within a broader context: the history of solo ventures by BTS members. Since 2022, several members of BTS have released solo albums, performed in international venues, or collaborated with global artists. By comparing these cases, we can assess what has worked, what hasn't, and how Jungkook's path stands out. Among BTS members, solo projects have varied widely in scope and format. J-Hope was the first member to headline a major solo stage at a global festival when he performed at Lollapalooza in Chicago in July 2022. His performance received widespread attention, particularly from Western media, and was praised for its energy and originality. However, it was a one-time event, not a full tour. Suga, also known as August D, embarked on the August D tour, which included multiple cities in North America, Asia, and Europe in 2023. It was the first full-scale international solo tour by a BTS member, and it set an important precedent. The tour proved that BTS's individual members could successfully draw large audiences on their own. Suga's tour was particularly effective in merging BTS's massive fanbase with his distinct solo identity. RM and Jimin also released solo albums, with RM's Indigo receiving critical acclaim and Jimin's Face breaking several streaming records. However, neither pursued a solo concert tour. Jin and V engaged in promotional activities and television appearances for their projects, but similarly did not launch full tours. Lessons from Suga's tour. Suga's tour offers one of the most relevant case studies for Jungkook. Several factors contributed to its success. Defined artistic identity. August D had a clear musical style and brand, distinct from BTS's group concept. Fans knew what to expect from the performance. Strategic market targeting. The tour included U.S. cities with high K-pop fan density: Los Angeles, New York, Oakland, and Newark, ensuring strong turnout. Advanced planning. Tickets were sold well in advance, and the production quality matched Western concert standards, from stage design to lighting and sound. Engagement during the tour. Suga actively engaged fans through social media and behind-the-scenes content, increasing interest during the tour's run. All these elements suggest that successful solo tours by BTS members depend not only on popularity, but also on meticulous planning, strong branding, and strategic timing. These are all factors that Jungkook and his management would need to consider. Jungkook's unique position among the members. What makes Jungkook's case particularly interesting is his massive solo commercial success before any tour was even announced. The release of Golden was more commercially impactful than most other solo BTS albums, especially in international markets. Songs like 7, 3D, and Standing Next to You dominated streaming platforms and charted globally. More importantly, Jungkook has already built a global solo audience that's distinct, but not disconnected, from BTS's fanbase. On Spotify, his monthly listener count exceeded 35 million during his peak release period. In comparison, most BTS members stayed below 20 million. His music videos also ranked high on YouTube's trending charts across multiple countries. Additionally, Jungkook's English-language releases gave him a competitive edge in English-speaking markets. Collaborations with artists like Latto and Jack Harlow made his solo work more accessible to mainstream pop audiences in the US and UK. Given these statistics, a solo tour targeting key US cities seems not only feasible but potentially lucrative. What industry insiders are saying, though no formal tour has been announced. Several industry analysts and concert professionals have offered insights into the current situation. According to a Billboard affiliate source, Jungkook's team has explored potential venue holds in North America in mid to late 2025, depending on military service obligations and scheduling logistics. While this doesn't confirm a tour, it indicates exploratory steps are being taken. Another source close to a major concert promotion company in Los Angeles stated that there's clearly enough demand. If it's not a full arena tour, it might start as a showcase run or a series of limited engagements. That type of soft launch approach, starting with 3 to 5 concerts in major cities, could be used to test the waters before scaling up. After establishing the context of previous BTS solo ventures and highlighting Jungkook's unique position among them, it's now essential to examine the current market conditions in the United States and how they influence the possibility of a solo tour. The music touring industry has evolved rapidly since 2023, with strong signs that the American market is primed for a solo act like Jungkook. Resurgence in the U.S. live music market. The U.S. concert industry has shown robust recovery since pandemic restrictions were lifted. According to Pollstar's 2024 year-end report, the North American live music market generated over $9.8 billion in ticket revenue, marking a 13% increase from the previous year. Much of this growth has been driven by international acts and pop superstars. In particular, genres like K-pop, Latin pop, and global hip-hop have become major players. Tours from artists such as Blackpink, Bad Bunny, and 17 have drawn record-breaking crowds, often selling out major arenas and stadiums within hours. This signals a clear demand for global acts, especially among younger audiences, for a Jungkook solo tour. This context is favorable. His fanbase overlaps with the active concert-going demographic, particularly Gen Z and millennials, who dominate the K-pop consumer segment in the U.S. ticket demand. What the data tells us to assess potential demand, we can analyze several proxy indicators commonly used by concert promoters and market analysts. Search interest. According to Google Trends, the term Jungkook Concert 2025 saw a significant spike beginning in mid-June. In the United States alone, interest rose over 340% month-over-month, peaking in states like California, New York, Texas, and Illinois. Also the top markets for K-pop ticket sales historically. Platform metrics. On ticket resale platforms like StubHub and Vivid Seats, search volume for Jungkook Tour has begun to trend upward, even though no tour has been announced. While speculative, this behavior reflects anticipatory consumer interest, a metric often tracked by promoters to gauge early demand, streaming behavior, and regional consumption. Spotify's regional data shows that Jungkook's top streaming cities in the U.S. include Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago, Dallas, and Atlanta, all common stops on U.S. tour routes. These cities also account for the highest ticket sales for K-pop concerts since 2021, according to Live Nation reports. Fanbase behavior. Engagement analysis tools such as Social Blade and Hype Auditor show consistently high levels of US-based interaction on Jungkook's posts across platforms. His TikTok-related content, for example, sees the most engagement from North America, particularly fans aged 18-34. These data points suggest that if a Jungkook tour were announced, ticket demand would be strong and geographically concentrated in high-yield regions, which is ideal for an efficient and profitable touring schedule. The K-pop tour formula in the US. It is worth noting that K-pop tours tend to follow a predictable and highly effective formula in the US. Arena venues over stadiums. Solo acts often start with arenas, e.g., 10,000 to 20,000 capacity, rather than stadiums unless the artist has proven solo ticketing power. Limited stops with global live streams. To maximize reach while minimizing cost, several K-pop acts host a few high-production concerts and stream them globally. High fan conversion rates. K-pop fans are highly engaged and often participate in pre-sale events, VIP packages, and fan club ticketing. According to a 2023 MIDA research report, K-pop fans convert to ticket buyers at a rate 2.4x higher than fans of other genres. Jungkook's team would likely capitalize on this structure, perhaps beginning with 5 to 8 US cities, potentially expanding to Europe and Asia based on reception. The role of social media buzz. One of the key catalysts behind a potential tour remains the viral online engagement across platforms like X, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Social metrics are increasingly used in tour forecasting by major promoters like AEG and Live Nation. In Jungkook's case, fan-made content promoting an imaginary tour such as fan cam edits and dream set lists has already gone viral. Videos with hashtags like hashtag Jungkook Tour, hashtag JK Golden Stage, and hashtag JKLive 2025 have garnered over 180 million cumulative views on TikTok alone within the last 2 months. While unofficial, this level of organic promotion is often considered a strong signal of market readiness. Moreover, social media serves as a two-way feedback loop. If the artist or label notices sustained demand online, they may be encouraged to greenlight a project that was still in a conceptual or planning phase. Merchandise, sponsorships, and business considerations. Another factor that supports the feasibility of a Jungkook tour is the potential for additional revenue streams. K-pop tours are typically supplemented by merchandise sales, brand sponsorships, and digital live stream packages. Jungkook's brand partnerships with companies like Calvin Klein and Samsung provide a valuable network for tour-related endorsements. Industry estimates suggest that merchandise sales for top-tier K-pop tours can account for 15 to 20% of total revenue, especially when bundled with limited edition items or exclusive photo cards. For Jungkook, whose fan engagement rate is among the highest in BTS, this would be a significant revenue booster. Sponsors, too, benefit from aligning with high-profile artists in global markets. A solo tour would offer visibility across television, online ads, and live events, making it attractive for corporate backers.